Greetings. My name is Bruce Smith, and welcome to Stories from the Journey. True stories that I hope will quicken your heart and inspire your soul. When I was 10, I hit a home run in a Little League baseball game. When I hit that ball, it shot over the pitcher's head and kept flying way out to the outfield, and I started running down to first base. Now, my father was my manager, and he had told me, he says, when you hit a ball, he says, don't watch where it goes. Just run down to first base. When you get there, look up, look around. If you see that the ball's still in play and you think you can make it to second base, turn and go down there. So that's what I did. When I got to first base, I looked around and I could see the ball was still rolling in the outfield. That little 9-year-old center fielder from the other team, he was still chasing my ball. It was still rolling way out there in the grass. So I head down to second base. As I get to second base, I see the umpire come out from home plate. And he starts swinging his fingers and his hand over his head in a circular fashion. Signified home run. So I jogged into third base and then I turned for home. When I step on home plate, I'm besieged by all my teammates backslapping me. Hey, that was great. That was beautiful. That ball just went flying right over the center fielder's head. He never had a chance. Oh, it's beautiful. Went right over the chalk line out there. Now, when our team finished its at-bat and we went back out into the field, I went to my position at second base. And I played the inning and never thought about the home run. Now, the next time I'm up at bat, something happened. Something took over. There was no thought, there was no planning, no strategy, but something, as the first pitch came in, just took over intuitively, instinctually. I just turned and I bunted. But I had never bunted before, so I didn't have a good grip on the bat. And I just nicked the ball and I dribbled off foul. Strike one. My father runs out and says, Bruce, what are you doing? Come on, swing away. What are you bunting for? And I said, well, I figured they'd never think that I'd bunt since I hit the home run last time. He says, oh, come on. Next pitch comes in. But again, instinctually, I just turn and I bunt. A little bit better. Ball goes a little further, but it's still foul. Strike two. My father is confused, a little annoyed. Bruce, what are you doing? I figured they'd never think that I'd bunt twice. So, come on. Besides, you got 2 strikes. You don't want to foul out. I get ready for the third pitch. It comes in. And again, without any thought, instinctually, I turn and I bunt. A little bit better. Goes a little further. But it's still foul. Strike 3. You're out. Again, at the end of the inning, I go out in the field, and again, I don't think anything about the home run or the bunting. And a couple innings later, it's my turn up at bat. I'm back up there again, and again, the ball comes in. First pitch, and I turn and I bunt. My father doesn't know what to say or do. He comes running out. He says, Bruce, what are you doing? I said, I figured they'd never think that I'd keep on bunting. He says, you are not fooling anybody. Swing away. I get ready for the next pitch. And again, pitch comes in and I bunt. But this time, I want to make sure that I bunt fair so I get a real good grip on the bat. And I wrap my fingers around the barrel of the bat. And as a pitch comes in, the ball crushed my fingers against the bat. I'm screaming and yelling, oh, my hand, my fingers. Oh. My father runs over. A couple other fathers are around me. Can you move it? No, not really. We walk over to the bench. The assistant coach sees that I'm not going to be able to finish my at-bat, so he sends another kid up to finish my at-bat for me, which means I'm out of the game. One of the fathers turns to my father and says, Alan, you better take Bruce down to the emergency room, get an x-ray, just to make sure. You want to be safe rather than sorry. So that's where we go. By the time we get to the hospital, it's feeling a little better. Doc takes an x-ray. Nothing's broken. Can you wiggle it? Yeah, a little bit. He says, yeah, okay, it's bruised. Take it easy for a couple days. Don't play any baseball. When's your next game? Next week? Oh, you'll be okay. And that was it. And I never thought about my home run again for 40 years. But during that time, I knew that something was not right in my life. I began to realize that I was self-sabotaging my life in some ways, in little tiny ways. Like if I would mail a cover letter out to a literary agent, it would have typos in it. And when I would proofread it, I wouldn't see those typos. They would be blind to me. Or I was arrogant and didn't think that I needed to proofread it. Or I'd procrastinate and I'd miss a deadline. Or I'd give up on my dream. I said, it's too much work. I didn't really want to do it. I went into therapy. I began to chip away at all these little attitudes that kept holding me back. And my therapist confirmed, said, Bruce, you are underemployed. You have yet to find a way to really engage life and really express yourself and allow your creativity and your capacities and your talents to come forward, and for you to have the kind of career that is suitable for you, that's enjoyable and satisfying, and for you to be paid what you're worth. Being to chip away at all these little issues. Things were getting a little better. Over time, I went into the Ramtha School of Enlightenment and learned how to meditate. And one day, in a deep meditation, I began to focus on what is holding me back from complete self-actualization, from a complete experience of being unlimited and creative and powerful. And what came up for me was the home run game. I realized it was a turning point in my life. I had gone from being a home run hitter to a bunter. And since that game, I had been bunting in life. So I made some focus cards to help me continue to meditate on this, to really resolve this. The first card I made said, I am not afraid of my power. The second card, I hit home runs. And the third card I made, I swing away in life. Now for me, telling you this story is like being 10 years old again and coming up to bat, and this time I'm swinging away. And I hope that you're swinging away in your life. And that's my story. My name is Bruce Smith. Goodbye for now. And until next time, be well.